And I'm back, baby. Let's go. Live before lock. Got a lot of energy coming off the weekend. Shout out to our guy, Mike Zakarian, who unfortunately unavailable, but did cash at the Dog Bowl this past weekend. See a lot of regulars in chat. I know we're on the regular Elite Fantasy Hoops channel. If you're over there, like, subscribe, all the things. If you're on the Sorare NBA channel or Sorare US, like, subscribe, all the things. Also on the Twitch channel. We're on the Sorare US Twitch channel as well. Got a lot of regulars. Let's see who we got. We got, let's see. We have our guy Boston based. What a Boston based. We got some Italian stuff going on Twitch. That's fun. Let's see here. We got Top Shot Common Man. Alan. How we doing, Alan? Matic Auto. Hershey. Travel Guy. Whole lot of regulars in chat, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We got a busy week of hoops. Man. You guys did see Joker made the thumbnail. That's always fun. And in honor of Joker making the thumbnail, let's share some screen. We will get to our good old giveaway tool. Hashtag Joker. Appreciate y'all for kicking it with us. So for the giveaway, we will be giving away Trail Ad Guy. That's just kind of the way that Mike's setup is, unfortunately. And I don't really want to mess with Mike's setup, so that's the way it is. So obviously, like, subscribe, and you will be entered for the giveaway. Sneeps won last Friday as a friendly reminder, which is very funny to me. But yeah, we got some crazy matchups this week. We put Joker in the thumbnail, and he is part of the giveaway because the Nuggets are playing 3 times this week. So his projection is through the roof this week. All right, let's get to matchups. Let me switch screens here. One moment. All right. And let me zoom in a little bit so we can get to some of these matchups. Hope y'all did well this week over in the Sorare streets. I ended up finishing top 300, which is fun. On Friday night for a little bit, I was top 5, so I was feeling myself over in the Champion Limited streets. Guys, let me know where you are on some of your streaks. I'm going for streak 4 for myself. I'm trying to get to, I believe, 270, 280, I believe. So very excited about that. But yeah, let's get to some of these matchups. And then we can get to then we'll get to all the projections. My brain fart there. All right, 76ers Cavs. This is a weird one for both teams. 76ers, Maxey has this wrist injury. They say he's out at least till they kind of take a look at him. Estimated return is the 12th, but we'll see. VJ Edgecombe, estimated return tomorrow. Backs are tricky, though, so we'll see. Embiid might be back as early as Friday, so that's cool. And then for the Cavs, coming off the back-to-back, Jared Allen is expected to be back on Wednesday, along with Tyrese Proctor and maybe a Max Strus appearance finally. Working his way back. I know Max has been doing 5-on-5 with the Cavs. And Dean Wade, I would guess, is going to be out. I know they're listing him as a game-time decision, but given he played yesterday, I think it's unlikely he's going to go for it. See a couple regulars here. 3DK going for streak 3. Crafted a Wemby. Let's fucking go. Gabriel 7 did streak 5. And all the W's, guys. All the W's. You love to see it. All right. Next matchup. Grizzlies Nets. So no one's going to care about this game, by and large. MPJ is out for what it's worth. Igor Demon For those that didn't see the announcement today, he is out for the remainder of the season. He's with plantar fasciitis. I think he's having surgery. Expected to be back at the start of the year next year, but he is out for the remainder of the year. So tough blow for a top 10 pick to be out for the remainder, but it makes sense for the Nets. For the Grizz, you have a mix of out and game time decisions. Scottie Pippen Jr., Ty Jerome, Cedric Howard, all game time decisions today. Next matchup. Nuggets Thunder. This is a big one for the day. So Peyton Watson is out. Jamal Murray, game time decision with the ankle. Nuggets got away with one with this injury. Something to consider. He got hurt Saturday or Friday night, I think it was. And Nuggets fans were losing their stuff because they had just gotten Aaron Gordon back. He's still on a minutes restriction for what it's worth. For the Thunder, a couple guys out. Alex Caruso, Brandon Carlson, Jalen Williams, all expected to potentially be back on Thursday, along with iHeart. Chet Holmgren is a game-time decision with a non-COVID illness. So we will see what happens there. But that's going to be probably the game of the night tonight, no doubt. Warriors Jazz. Interesting that from a injury report perspective, Moody and Horford are both out. I believe they're on a front end of a back-to-back. We'll check on Tuesday, but Moody and Horford are both out. Will Richard, game time decision. KP out, illness, but really back-to-back. And then Seth Curry, they're expecting to get him back this week, according to Warriors reporters. So we'll see how that goes. Look, for the Jazz, man, their injury report is always so funny because it's a mix of, are we tanking? What are we doing for the day? Isaiah Collier is out with a non-COVID illness. Ace Bailey, illness. Keontae George, illness. Game time decisions on both of those. Laurie might be back on Friday. And Nurk is still out with plastic surgery on his nose. Next matchup. Knicks Clippers, the last matchup of the day. Then we'll get to Tuesday. We got 4 days of matchups here, guys. So we're going to try to breeze through these as best we can. Knicks, Mitchell Robinson is out. Estimated return is going to be on Wednesday. Deuce McBride's still out for at least till April 1st, the pelvis injury. Otherwise, no, all the injuries we know for the Clippers are there. Collins, Niederhauser, and Brad Beal. On that Collins injury, he might be back on Wednesday. So just something to think about there. Let's move to Tuesday. Matchup of the night on Tuesday. Jason Tatum's third game back. Boots still out for a month. He got hurt on Friday night, for those that didn't see it in the Tatum return game. Busted his finger. And then we have a couple game time decisions, Mason Plumlee and Harrison Barnes. Wemby is still interesting in terms of his minutes. He's still playing 25 to 30 minutes a game, but just something to consider there as well. Although his fantasy numbers this weekend were unbelievable. So take that for what it's worth. Grizz Sixers. Grizz second night of a back-to-back here. Sixers second night of a back-to-back. So same injury stuff that we discussed. We shall see where things go here. Pistons Nets. Pistons have lost 4 straight. Some ugly losses over the weekend, including one to the Nets on either Thursday or Friday, I think. Mind you, that game was without Cade. One note, Oscar Thompson, they say he might be back on Wednesday, but JB Bickerstaff did say over the weekend that he expected him to be out for, quote, a while. So I would guess they're reevaluating him, and then we'll have a better understanding of his timeline. Karis LeVert might be back on Thursday. And the Nets, we already went over their injury concerns. Wizards Heat. Bam with a heck of a weekend. It actually was the reason why guys are carrying cashed. Game time decision for Jameer Watkins, and then a bunch of guys basically out for the year. AD did say over the weekend or over the past week or so that he should be back before the end of the year. So that's interesting. Excuse me. Nikola Jovic, Norm Powell, Simone Petecchio, and Andrew Wiggins all like out until Wednesday. Thursday. But Simone Fontecchio is a game time decision along with Khalil Ware battling that shoulder injury. We'll go back to Tuesday. See a lot of regulars here. All right. Mavericks, Hawks. Cooper Flag came back on Thursday, and then played on Friday. He didn't play super well. Seems like he tweaked his ankle, but he's not listed on the injury report, so something to watch there. Kuminga, so it's kind of funny with the Hawks. Something to consider on the Kuminga front. I know Hawks broadcasters, most notably Dominique Wilkins, was like, "Thank you, Warriors." Here's a fun fact. Kuminga's only played one more game than KP has in the last month. Just noting it. No, it's a game time decision. That knee has been troublesome for Kuminga. But, just something to watch for in that trade before everyone gives the Warriors a whole lot of credit giving the Hawks a lot of credit for stealing Kuminga. He hasn't played a ton. Raptors, Rockets. This is a fun one for a variety of reasons. AJ Lawson is out along with CMB. Chucky Hepburn is a game time decision. Rockets largely healthy outside of the injuries we know about. Adams, Van Fleet. Jayshawn Tate's probably going to be back next week. Rocky week for the Rockets, by the way. Suns, Bucks. We want to talk about two teams trying to go in similar-ish directions, but the Bucks are not quite there. Grayson Allen, game time decision, along with Jordan Goodwin for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma, game time decision with a back. Giannis is a game time decision, so that's something to watch for on Tuesday. KPJ might be back on Tuesday with the knee injury. So that one's going to be intriguing in terms of how you feel about Giannis, just as a general play this week. And then Bulls Warriors. This is the back end of the back-to-back for the Warriors. I would expect Horford and KP to play this one. They're going to play one of the two. So whichever one they play, whether it is Monday or Tuesday, they're going to play one of them. And then Moses Moody should be back, I would guess. For the Bulls, it's shrug your shoulders, I guess, given the game time decisions here. Colin Sexton, who played great yesterday, although he did leave the game with that lower leg injury, something to consider. Anthony Simons has been battling this wrist injury that he got diagnosed with in Boston. He might be playing tomorrow, so we'll see on that. Next, Hornets, Blazers. Shaedon Sharpe won't be back for another couple weeks. No real injuries to report on this one, but fun game. I'm excited for the Hornets, man. They've been the best team in the league for the last month. Pacers, Kings. TJ McConnell was a game time decision in this one. Avicha Zubac might be playing. He is listed as his estimated return is the 10th, so game time decision on that one. That could be interesting. For the Kings, who knows? DeMar DeRozan is game time decision with an illness. Still have all of their injuries. Keegan Murray, DeAndre Hunter, Dylan Cardwell, Domantas Sabonis all out for various amounts of time. Keegan might be back on Thursday. Dylan Cardwell expected back next week. So that's the injury report for the Kings. And then Wolves Lakers, another fun matchup tomorrow. Kyle Anderson, game time decision. LeBron James, DNP old. We'll see if he plays tomorrow. Did not practice today, according to the latest reporting. He's been battling arthritis in his knees, I think. Knees or foot. And he's also battling an elbow injury. So something to consider as far as the Lakers go. They've been playing better without LeBron. So, I mean, destroyed the Knicks yesterday. Moving on to Wednesday. Quickly checking chat. KPJ just got hit with the out tag, Hershey. Okay, good to know. Helpful. On to Wednesday. Cavs Magic. Let's see here. So this is the game that Jared Allen might be playing in, along with Tyrese Proctor and Max Strus. For the Magic, a bunch of game time decisions. Jace Richardson, Anthony Black, Jonathan Isaac, and Franz. Franz might be coming back. That's fun. I would guess on minutes restriction, but interesting nonetheless. Raptors Pels. No injuries for the Pelicans. They've been healthy over the last week. Still not a very good team, but interesting that all their guys are coming back relatively healthy. AJ Lawson might be back. Actually, no, he'll be back on Thursday. CMB Friday is the expected return there. Knicks Jazz. Mitchell Robinson expected to come back this game. He's been battling an ankle injury. And once again, for the Jazz, we'll see on their injury front. It's always a lot of game time decisions. Isaiah Collier might be back by this game day, but we shall see on that front. Rockets Nuggets, another great matchup for Jokic. This is going to be a fun one. Peyton Watson hopefully will be back. So if Peyton Watson is back, that means the Nuggets will be back at full strength for the first time in a long time, assuming Jamal Murray is healthy-ish. So another thing to consider there. Next, Hornets and Kings. Same issues on the injury front for both these two teams. I'm expecting the Hornets to maybe have a couple updates on the injury report, given it's a back-to-back, but we'll see. T-Wolves Clippers. Once again, Kyle Anderson should be back. Clippers should be in good shape in this one. I'm intrigued to see what the matchup is like with Kawhi and Anthony Edwards for this game. And it will be the late game on – it's not going to be on Peacock on Wednesday night. That's on ESPN. That's interesting. Finally, Thursday, get the last game slate of the game week. Celtics Thunder. Tatum coming back against the Thunder after playing the Spurs. Should be really, really fun. We'll see how many of these Thunder players are going to be healthy. Caruso, Carlson, J-Dub, iHeart, Chet. Hopefully they're all back because that would make that a really fun matchup. Sixers, Pistons. Look, man, the Sixers are down and out. And if this Maxey injury goes on a little longer, given all of the Embiid stuff, and Edge comes back, the Sixers might not make the playoffs, guys. It's a real concern. But the Pistons haven't been playing any better, so this is a bit of a get-right game for the Pistons, hopefully. One thing to note here is Detroit leads the season series. If the Sixers can win the last two, getting a split wouldn't be the worst thing for them long-term if they can start racking up some wins. But we'll see. Wizards Magic. Nothing really to report on the injury front here. Jace, Black, and Isaac should be back for this game, but we shall see. Nets Hawks. MPJ should be back for this one. He was just resting on Tuesday, so hopefully he'll be back for this game against the Hawks. Hopefully Kuminga's back as well. Bucks Heat. Giannis versus Bam. That's going to be a really fun matchup. Hopefully KPJ is back for this one. I know he was just announced as out. And the Heat are healthy, given their current injury woes. Mavericks Grizzlies. I can tell you guys I'm probably not watching this one. But we'll see if the Grizz bounce back from some of their injury stuff. And then finally, last two games of the game week. Nuggets Spurs. Man, Jokic Wemby should be cinema. I'm going to be locked in. Hopefully the Nuggets are fully healthy. Spurs are fully healthy for this one. That's going to be a fantastic matchup. Finally, Bulls-Lakers. Two teams that are playing teams, basically, in my opinion. we'll see how this goes. I hope LeBron's back for this one. LeBron does like playing the Bulls, but we'll see. Meanwhile, let's get to projections because I know I've been ignoring the chat. Let me switch tabs here. And we will talk about all the projections. I've been talking for 20 minutes. Whew. Let's see what we got in here while I was going through all of the lines. Okay, we got everything in here. Sweet. Once again, hashtag Joker. We have 25 entries, by the way. And yes, Top Shot Common Man, you will watch that Mavs game for me. Giddy, come on, dude. Break the Bulls triple-double record. Why not, Hershey? Why not? Passport, I think Jamal's in. A lot of the Nuggets people have been saying, they feel like they dodged a bullet on Jamal. So, I think he's going to play at least 2 out of the 3 games this week, I would guess. My guess is limited minutes given the ankle, but we'll see. All right, let's get into values first and foremost. The best values of the week. Actually, I'm going to get out of my projection. My projections. Here we go. Jalen Johnson with a cap of 32, value of 25, projection of 57. Donovan Mitchell, cap of 32, value of 21. He is an awesome play this week, projection of 53. Nikola Jokic is the best play this week, which is why he made the thumbnail. Cap of 52, value of 19, projection of 71. He probably beats that number. Luka is going to be cap of 47, projection of value of 19, projection of 65. Scotty Barnes, cap of 27, value is 19, projection of 45. D-Book, cap of 25, value of 19, projection of 43.8. The best value play on the slate right now is Jalen Slaughter. Cap of 0, value of 18. So his projection is 17.5. Jamal Murray, Josh Giddey, Wemby, all are fantastic plays. As far as value goes, just as an FYI, we will do our usual less than or equal to 20 cap. Best value plays of the week. Jalen Slauson, Quentin Grimes. I saw chat talking about Quentin Grimes. Fantastic play given the Maxey injury. Marcus Sasser. Adem Bona. Cap of 17. Projection of 30. Campaign. Cap of 9. Value of 13. Projection 22.3. Malik Monk. Cap of 20. Value of 11. Projection of 30. Dominic Barlow, again, cap of 16, projection 26.8, et cetera, et cetera. So, can't see screen. My bad. I didn't switch. You know what, guys? That's on me. That's on me. I was in the zone, all right? Let me zoom in here for you. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let me go back to the projections here for you. And we'll take the value off. So here are your best value plays, guys. Sorry. That's on me. Here we go. Here are top tier projections. I was locked in. As Alan said, I was locked in. I got so excited. Super locked in. You were deep in your bag like the fries at the bottom. I know. They were on the other screen. Alhor, what up, baby? So to redo the projections, best value plays Jalen Johnson, best overall plays Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Scotty Barnes, Luka, Jokic, Jalen Slauson, the best value play. To pull up the values under 20, Slauson, Grimes, Sasser, Payne, Adembona, Dominic Barlow. Guys, hit me with questions. We got a lot going on. I'm ready to see what questions, thoughts, concerns you guys have for the week, and we can just kind of go from there. Another Jalen in the league. By the way, Hershey, that is such a crazy video. I don't know if I can play that video. I don't know if it might get demonetized on it. Ask one PKR. Do I think Brown will play? It's a really difficult question on Brown. I think he plays one of the games this week. I know that he plays all of them. Scotty or Russ? Yes, I'm serious. Let's see. Let's clear the cap. Scotty is a 45 projection, cap 27, value of 19. I would go Scotty. Russ with 2 games this week. Yeah, I'd go Scotty, personally. Hershey, it's ridiculous. Is Marcus Sasser with a cap of 8 worth the risk? Can play Jokic, Luka, Murray, and AR with him. CD, that's a good question. Let me take a look. Yeah, I mean, look, he's one of the best value plays of the week. CD. His projection is 21.5 off a cap of 8, so I'd play that. It's worth a shot in the dark, honestly. Particularly with that matchup, like Jokic, Luka, Jamal Murray, AR. My only concern is Jamal Murray. Like, I feel I know Jamal's projection is great, but ankle injuries are tough, man. And the Nuggets are really careful about how they structure their minutes. So I would be a little more leery of putting him necessarily in like my top tier champion lineup, but that's me. If you want to go for broke on it. I'm just noting like the Nuggets, particularly with injuries, can be a little funky or a little more conservative. DJ Pasquan is checking to go tonight. I hope so. We've not seen anything on the Underdog NBA account saying anything different yet. Peyton Pritchard is questionable for Tuesday. That just got announced. The NBA is we got a little breaking news. Let me see. Do I have a breaking news sounder? I think I do. Hold on. Let me grab the breaking news sounder. So rare. I'm sorry that I'm giving. Technically, this is a Top Shot breaking news sounder, but it'll work. The NBA has canceled the Magic City promotion from Monday. Wow. Stunned. The NBA taking an unpopular move. Wow. Incredible. We didn't even get lemon pepper Lou wings in the Atlanta facility. Very disappointing. Somewhere Luke Cornett just pumped the air along with Al Horford. Crazy. Anyway, apologies. I saw that breaking news and I was like, no. That promotion was scheduled for March 16th. By the way, just as a thought on that promotion, I will say this. I understood why people were either for or against it, but there was also a part of that promotion that was very funny because it was shameless self-promotion from their owner who had a documentary about Magic City. And that was the only reason they were actually doing the promotion. They weren't really doing it for the culture. They were doing it to promote their own bags. Like anything else in this world, It wasn't just, oh, we really want to promote this cultural institution that is Magic City. No, you wanted to promote your film, Atlanta Hawks ownership. Anyway, sorry. Just wanted to throw that out there. It did annoy me that people weren't really talking about that part of it. Anyway, back to the projections, guys. Back to the projections. Let me get back into the tab. Sorry, where were we? Marcus Sasser. Let me go all the way back up. All right, Scotty Barnes projection from Sun Media. We just did this one, Sun, which is very funny. But projection of 45, cap 27, values 19. So pretty damn good play, in my opinion. Question is, which Malik Monk we're getting? By the way, Magic, nice job over the weekend, buddy. Just gonna throw that out there at you. Oh, it's Adam from Biggs. Oh, hey, Adam. How you doing, buddy? Jalen Wells or Cam Spencer? I like Cam Spencer, but let's look at the numbers. Jalen Wells, cap of 24, values 9, projections 32.8. Cam Spencer, value of 8, cap of 23, projection 31.2. Yeah, I'd go Cam Spencer personally, but different strokes, different folks. Reeves or Giddey? Reeves, projection is 44, cap of 30, values 15. Giddey is a slightly higher projection. I always feel weird with Josh Giddey because of the back issues. I might go Reeves, honestly, especially with LeBron out. I know the projection's slightly lower. I just don't know whether Giddey's going to play both games this game week, but that's just me. Could be wrong. In fact, I'm wrong frequently, so it is what it is. Denny and Duren projection. Good question. Let's take a look. Denny. Still projecting well despite the back. 37.2 projection, cap of 24, values 13. Man, I just don't know how I feel about Denny. Duren. Cap of 34, projection of 44. Also really favorable matchups this week. I go Duren personally. I just feel better about that. I have a problem with Scotty. When everyone is fit, they don't use Scotty so much. Yeah, I mean, the Raptors are kind of weird about stuff. Let's see. How are the Warriors projections looking? Jamie, it's a good question on the Warriors in general. So Guy Santos had a great game over the weekend, popped over 20. Still battling with sickness. A little cold. Guy has a cap of 31, value of 15. He's going to play in both games this week, projection of 45.6. I don't love that Draymond projection. I think that's a crazy projection to have him as at a cap of 34. Or sorry, cap of 21, projection is 34. I think he's probably going to be a little lower than that, knowing Dre, but we'll see. Actually, we'll do it this way. Go by full projection. Pods is projecting for 42.4, cap of 35, value of 7. DeAnthony Melton, basically the remaining guys are kind of at their own little value. Pat Spencer is the only bench guy who you might see some pop out of. So just something to think about. For tonight only, play 2 of Brunson, Cat, Chet, or Matherin. Let's go Brunson, Matherin, I guess. Past one. I mean, who knows if Chet's going to be healthy? I would go Brunson, Chet, but it also depends on what your daily lineups are looking like. And now everyone's responding to all of the what's it called? The Hawks announcement. Can we check up fast break? Don't think Zakarian plays. The Hawks be promoting anything. It's true. Took second in common contender last week. Who took first? Probably me, man. No, I'm playing. Watford, 76ers should be getting more minutes. Yeah, I would guess training Watford should be getting more minutes. Let's take a look, though. Especially with the Maxey injury. Cap of 14, value of 6, projection is 20.4. So something to consider there. That's definitely the main reason to be weird about. Consiglio, shut up. I hate you. Got jokes. Trash European. Do you want me just to give you every single projection or just those 4? Anyway. Sorry. Towns, Mobley. Let's see. Harden. Towns is projection of 46, cap of 33, values 13. Mobley, projection of 46.8, caps 37, values 10. With the other 2. Harden and Brunson. Harden, cap of 47, cap of 37, projection of 45, value of 9, and Brunson. Projection is 45, cap is 34, value is 11. Carl, Super Carl, how you doing, buddy? I am going for Streak 4 this week. Very excited. Made $50, looking to go for 100, I think it is this week. Hero Reeves. I like Reeves, but let me see what Hero's numbers at, because Hero's been playing balls to the wall. Especially with Bam this weekend. Those 2 have been unbelievable for Miami. Projection of 43, cap of 30, values 14. So the projection's about the same. I like Austin a bit more with Braun out at least one of those games. But honestly, you can't go wrong with either. As consigliere notes, use hashtag Joker for the giveaway. Let me check the giveaway tool. We're only at 30 entries and 58 of you are watching. So hit that like button, subscribe. Also, Sengun projection. See how the Goon's doing. Cap of 32, value of 12, projection of 44. Also tonight, past one, how many daily lineups can you be playing? You've already given me one daily lineup. Why is there a second? Anyway, Bona, Dort Report, Isaiah Jackson, or Watford. Do you want one of them? Do you want 2 of them? What do you want from me, DJ? Alberto, who's popping for Utah tonight? Great question. Let's take a look. Purely on projection, Flip is sitting at 40. Keontae is at 40 now. A bunch of these guys are battling some illness stuff, so understand, like, Keontae and Ace are both questionable with non-COVID illness. And then Isaiah Collier is out. Bryce Sensabaugh could be a solid play given Collier's out. Cap of 22, values 9, projections 30.9. And then you have like Conchar, Cody Williams. You know, they might do something, but that's where your value is. Flip, Keontae, Ace, Sensabaugh. Is OG playable? That is a good question, Alan. He's projecting well. They do have a back-to-back, so something to consider there. But projection 39, cap of 29, values 10. Oh, 3DK. That is a good question on MPJ versus VJ. I know I'm certain MPJ is going to play at least one of them, so I would play MPJ. I don't know how many games VJ is going to play because of this back thing. They say he might be back on Wednesday or Thursday, but we'll see. I'm a little iffy. I like the Sengun play strictly sickly, but it depends on what you have also available. Cat or Brunson? Great question, Alan. Let's take a look. 46.4 for Cat, cap of 33, value 13. They're about the same, honestly. Brunson projected for 45, cap 34, value of 11. So, look at Matic Auto, member for 24 months. Jabari Walker projection and best under 29. So, Jabari Walker, 21.8 is his projection, cap of 12, value of 10, and best under 29. I love when you guys get oddly specific because I know it lines up with whatever your lineups are. It's always my favorite. Best value play is going to be Scott Barnes or Devin Booker, Russ, Steph Castle, Jalen Green, Brandon Ingram. If we go by cap alone, you have a whole bunch of guys at 29. But if we're actually playing value, Barnes, Booker, Slauson, Westbrook, Green, Kada. In terms of overall projection, I would go Scotty or Devin if you got him. Only one of the four. Sorry, I forgot to add. Playing in Daily Jokic, Jamal Brunson, Cat, and one of the four probably Bona. Yeah, I would play Bona past one. Oubre or Chet? Victor Van Beek. Let's see. Oubre or Chet? Ooh, it's at Oubre. Wow, is Oubre not projecting? Oh, you know what? It's because of the cap. There we go. Oubre is projecting for 37.7, cap of 30, value of 8. And then Chet is Chet's projecting way better. It's just a matter of whether he plays. He's questionable with the flu. So that's a game. That's a tough call, Victor. Also, best under 31, please. We can go best under 31. It's probably going to be the same place for you, just as an FYI. But Giddey's added to the frame. It's still going to be Scotty, Booker, Giddey, LeBron now, although he's questionable. Russ, Jalen Green. DJ Local, having 3 games makes you feel better or worse about Murray? That's a good question. My general thought is he's going to play at least 2 of them. That's a big week for Denver. My guess is he plays 2, but under a minutes restriction. So I don't love playing him in general, is the honest answer. Lorenzo, I cannot give you the best overall lineup for projections. We have a deal with top tier projections, and we can't actually give you the optimal lineup, unfortunately. But if you would like to sign up for top tier projections, use promo code TEAMHOLD10, and our guy Billy Jackson can get you signed up. Bobby Portis projection, please. Sure, let's do that. Projecting negatively. Cap of 24, projection 22.3 minus 2. So, Super Carl, how am I feeling about Ryan Rupert? Juno Sepa? Let's see. Cap of 15, value of 6, projection of 20. I feel fine. I mean, Memphis is kind of a mess. So it's like, if you think he's going to get the minutes, you can kind of go from there. Can I show MVP highest projections? That I can do. So the highest projections this week are Jokic, Luka, Wemby, Cade, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell. The best values amongst those are Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Nikola Jokic, Luka, Scotty Barnes. I don't know that he's going to get to 45, Allen. He's got some decent matchups, though, but certainly very possible. Pasquale, the reason why Gee's projection is like that is he played like one, he just got a new contract. Steve Kerr really trusts him. And given that they're on a back-to-back, he's just going to play a ton of minutes. Is Giannis playing? Man, you, me, and Vegas want to know that one. We'll see. Is the honest answer. D4 Nen. Brunson, Amon, Cat, or Duran? Ooh, let me see. Amon's been battling an ankle thing along with Osser. He's looking at 46.2. Brunson is 45. Towns is 46.4. And then the last one was Duran. I really like Duran's matchups this week, especially since Cade's been a little banged up. But of those four, I would probably rank them like Brunson, Duran, Cat, Amon, personally. And we are fully caught up, guys. 47 minutes in. Damn. Didn't even need a mental health break. We got a crazy announcement with Magic City. By the way, here's what NBA PR is saying, or Adam Silver is saying about this announcement. When we became the Hawks scheduled promotion, we reached out to the Hawks leadership to better understand their plans and rationale. While we appreciate the team's perspective and decided to move forward, we've heard significant concerns from a broad array of league stakeholders, including fans, parties, and employees. I believe canceling this promotion was the right decision for the broader NBA community. Sponsors spoke up, and they were not thrilled. Not thrilled. Greek Freak is in per rotor. Okay, good to know. 38 cap. What's the play? Let's take a look. Less than or equal to 38. Pretty much all the best plays. Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Scotty Barnes. All are fantastic plays. Personally, I would go Jalen Johnson, given the cap and the value. Santos, Giddey, LeBron. I would go Giddey, Santos, LeBron. I just don't know what's happening with the elbow and the ankle. Keita or Denny Advia. I do love me some Nemi. Nemi is projecting fantastic. Our Portuguese Prince is a projection 38.7, value of 16, cap of 23. Who was the other one? Denny. Denny is projecting for 37.2, cap of 24, value of 13. So they're projecting similar-ish. I personally would go Keita, given the matchups this week. I just don't know how healthy Denny's going to be, is the honest answer. It's too easy, LeBron voice. But another gambling deal, they'd be very thrilled. Hershey, hey, look, onto the Magic City's adding 1%, baby. Miriam Adelson, Steve Ballmer, and James Dolan, all clutching their pearls. This promotion will make us all look awful. Yeah, I know. Pretty crazy. All right. I'm going to quickly grab some water. So we're going to throw let's see. Let's throw a longer drop on you guys. In honor of the Detroit Pistons, no, you know what? We're going to go Dero him. Actually, no. Let's find something different. I want to find a good drop here while I'm getting water. Also, shout out to Mike for letting me host the last couple of days. Hope you guys have enjoyed having me hang out with y'all. Consigliere, you want some Dear Roham? The problem with Dear Roham is that we're actually on the Sorare channel, so it would be a little disrespectful. Dear Roham did do numbers, but we can't do that one, unfortunately. I do love this one. Luca, magic. Also, we're just gonna play some drops because I'm in the mood and I get to control everything. So we're gonna do one more.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
It's great. Awesome. Always makes me laugh. Tatum projection. Ask one. What a great question. Way to go directly to the things that make me feel good. Real quick, for those that have not seen the giveaway, Joker for the giveaway today. We're at 31 entries and we have 63 watching. I don't know what the other 32 of you are doing, but you should be putting Joker in the chat. Anyway, back to Tatum, your Lord and Savior, who looked awesome on Sunday. Friday was a little shaky. Those first 6 missed shots, I was a little. Then he gets that tip dunk, sidestep 3. The thing that shocked me, just as an aside on JT, is like defensively, he's moving so well and he's rebounding the ball really well. Like that's the thing that I didn't expect. And I'll give you guys a little insight. I'd heard from, I don't want to frame it, someone close to the Tatum camp who texted me last week and was like, "Hey, Jason's going to look better than what you think he's going to look like coming out the gate, just letting you know." And like, I kind of I didn't roll my eyes per se, but I definitely was like, okay. Like, these are all things that you hear from like different people's camps or different teams that will say like, oh yeah, this person's looking way better in practice than you expect them to look or whatever. And, he exceeded all of my expectations and then some coming off the Achilles. So that person was right. Probably should have rolled my eyes at them. Who would you choose between Flip and Oubre? Oubre probably, just because I trust the minutes a bit more, Gabriel, honestly. Who do I like more? Siakam, Chet, Reeves, if Chet goes. I like Reeves. Like, I'm in more of a Reeves place this week, personally, Alan. I just trust him more without LeBron playing. Who knows how many games LeBron's going to play this week. How do we sell Flip City to Kalshi? The irony with Kalshi is, because of the way Kalshi works, if you buy in on lower numbers, you basically eat that CLV. So if a bet of yours gets better for you, you can just sell out and you flip City in there. So you're actually in a good place. Westbrook projection. Let's take a look. Value is 16. Cap is 25. Projection is 41.4. Who are the must plays this week? I'll tell you the must plays. Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Scotty Barnes. If you're going by overall value, those are going to be your best bets. Jamal Murray, Josh Giddey, Wemby, LeBron. If you're looking under 20, like true value plays, Grimes, Sasser, Dembona, Campaign, Malik Monk, Dominic Barlow, Zaire Williams. Those are going to be your top plays this week. Speaking of PJ, what's his projection? Good question. PJ's projection is 34, cap of 28, so value 6. Interesting with Dallas because of the injury stuff. I wouldn't mind bumping that projection up a little bit, but, something to consider. Yeah, Hershey, it felt really, that first bucket felt so good. Then we'd hit the sidestep 3. I was like in a bar, like maybe I was one of 3 people in the bar and 2 of us were rooting for the Celtics, so it felt great. It was really fun. Who did you choose between Flip or Oubre? I would choose Oubre, personally. Check the Reeves projection. We've checked it a bunch, but we'll do it again. Projection of 44, cap of 30, values 15. Love the Tatum's back. Can go back to hate watching Boston. Damn straight. Secretly very happy for him. See, that's the other thing I'll say about Jason. And I know we're about an hour in, so I can BS a little bit here. The number one thing that I took away from the weekend in watching Jason is I think he genuinely feels real gratitude and understands that this can be taken away from him. And like, you don't necessarily see that from a lot of superstars that like they, particularly in their prime, that they understand that like this can all go away really, really quickly. Despite the money and the fame, like your athleticism can go like that. And then all of a sudden you go from a guy who's averaging like 27 a game to like 16 to 17, and you're just not the same guy. So I was just happy to like see him take all of it in, like that to me was really cool. Anyway, we've hit about an hour. Feeling pretty good about that, honestly. We have let me see how much time we have. About an hour till lock. Guys, also get your missions in if you haven't gotten those in yet. Always knock those out. How does Isaiah Jackson project? Common man, that was unnecessary. I'm not even gonna highlight that in chat, but it's fine. We're not doing that here. Projection of 22, cap of 13, value of 9. No, we are gonna do. Let me grab this.
Same hands that work the pain, same hands I fold in prayer. 12 years and I'm still learning what it means to really care. They see me on the court at night, but that ain't all I am. From Ames to San Antonio, trying to serve a bigger plan. These hands that give, these hands that live, more than buckets, more than wins. These hands that give, these hands that reach to every child that needs to live. That's the real gift.
Tears. All right, cool. Let's go right back to our projections. I have to load them back up. Share screen. Also, up to 36 entries for the giveaway. Just noting that. And then we will share this time. All right, we'll finish up with a couple more, and then we'll be done for the day. John, I can't give you the best projected lineup due to our deal with Top Tier. our agreement with them is we can play I can show you guys the best like individual plays. I can't show you the best overall lineups. Blocks for the Nuggets OKC. Let me take a look on that one. Let's see. It's 2+ blocks for that. I would go Jokic. Jalen Williams is questionable, I think. Oh, no, he's playing. I would go Jokic, Jalen Williams, Christian Braun. And Braun would be like my hopeful play on that. Sandra projection. Value of 10, cap of 19, projection 28.5. Do you think Harrison Barnes played that song? He woke up from a pregame nap with a sore left ankle, which ended his 364 game streak. Maybe. Possible. I just passed one. I don't know if Chet's going to be able to play. But otherwise, let me see if we have any other assets that I want to play before we head out. Oh, I got 2 more things we're going to play before I go. Because we'll do a couple of these actually.
But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do.
That's right, chat. You can't tell me what to do. Also, I should note this.
Hey man, I noticed that some of my series 2 moments, I spent a lot of money on them and it's not worth as much. So, Jacob, can you make it worth more?
But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not.
Oh, well. We hit them all. What do we have left? Giannis or Kawhi? Alberto, I got you. This will be the last one we'll do for the end of the night, and then we'll do the giveaway. Kawhi, projection of 50, cap of 38, values 12. And then Giannis. Cap 42, value of 7, projection is 48.7. I like Kawhi, weirdly enough. It's like if Mike were here. You damn right. Mike cashed in the dog bowl this weekend. He won $5K. There was a moment over this weekend where Mike had the top 2 entries in the dog bowl. So he was looking at like 270K or some stuff, which is nuts. And then both entries fell back, although he did end up cashing. I ended up for Double Joe. I won entry that advanced to the semifinals. My first semi. Really excited about that, guys. Bam or Paolo. Fine, we'll do this last one. Bam or Paolo, and then we'll do the giveaway. Bam, 51.3 projection, cap 45, value 6. Yeah, Bam's projecting a little bit better. Orlando is on a back-to-back. Projection of 47.7, cap of 40, value of 8. All right, we'll do the giveaway. And then we will head out. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Let me switch screens here. Total entries are 37. So, yeah, Hershey, I made it by this, like literally the skin of my teeth. I advanced for one double dribble and then one bounce pass. My bounce pass advanced. I'm giving guys a couple extra minutes, Andrew and Joker. My bounce pass advanced in a third place. So I got a little bit of extra lay there. But that double dribble lineup is probably dead, but we'll see. All right. Let's do the giveaway. Sun Media 2025. Sun, shoot Zakarian in the DM. Congratulations. Anything else, chat? You guys want to get into before we finish up here? Before Mike takes the reins back next Friday. Do appreciate y'all for letting me rock this week, both Friday and today. Got a little surprise DM from Mike being like, "Hey, you want to host?" I got y'all. Anyway, appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We will see you guys. Well, Mike will probably see you for the NBA bit tomorrow. I don't know if he's actually going to host the show tomorrow. He might be too tired from the flight, but worst case Wednesday maybe, and then Friday we will have live before lock back. Peace. Later, guys. Well, actually, let me get the outro video.